Welcome to the Feel Better, Be Better instructional video series. These videos will teach skills to help develop better athletes with detailed explanations and step-by-step breakdowns.
All right, we're going to break down throwing. I like to start with this one from the fundamental level and work up. And then when my players get used to it, I have them do like 6 of each and then move through it fairly quickly. But it really works on building in your snap before you come back, and then your arms, and then bring your legs into it. So you're really focusing on the key points of each part of your throw. Baseball and softball, both, you hold across the same part of the seam. So there's this C right here on the ball that I like to show my players. And for softball, we hold 3 to 4 fingers on that. You want the ball out of the palm of your hand. I have kind of small hands in general, but you want to hold it out of your hand here. With baseball, you're a little different in the fact that you've got less fingers on the seams.
So you got the four seams that, you can look at this way, you get it 4. This way, you only get 2 that you cross. So here, just go across it. Usually the thumb will end up resting on the other seam. What I mean about there is where you're looking to throw it. Farther out, less control, more speed, deeper in, more control, less speed.
Yeah. So the very first thing I have my players do is I have them be fairly close to one another, close enough that they can get the ball in the air. And we're putting our glove up here, and we've got our elbow rested here. And so I'm really just flicking the wrist. You're looking at throwing that thumb towards the ground. This really gets you to work on the spin of the ball, because if you can throw that thumb down further, the ball spins faster and the ball goes harder. So we're just breaking down right here. A lot of players want to shot put it. This helps them really work on that snap at the end.
I think the biggest key on this one is really watch out for them doing too much elbow.
Yeah, we'll get to that one.
Yeah, but I'm just saying on this one in particular.
Yeah. Then once they get that down, I have them take that same motion and I have them come down and snap at the end. So this is really the end of our throw when we're here, where we're snap and throw down. And I tell them to take their time in between, find the seams on the ball. Good. All right. Then from there, I want to really take their legs out of it, but I want to work on the full throw from the upper body. So we've got 2 steps that we do this. So the first step is I have their feet shoulder width apart, stay in the ground. We're not moving our feet anywhere. We're going to take the ball, we're going to show it behind us. Either point the glove or the elbow toward my partner, and I'm coming through here, aiming right for the chest, and here's my snap at the end.
Are we doing knee on this one?
You can.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the other way that you can do these, I know a lot of players don't like to if it's really wet out there, but you can also bring them down to the knee and have them come here, because it also takes the lower body out of it. So same motion, just a different starting point.
I'd say the joy I like about this one is that you really can't cheat. As soon as you go to a knee, you're all arms.
And really, you can even do your wrist snaps and stuff down here too. So you can start all 3 down here before you even come up to a step. Good. And then the next one was something you actually brought to practices one day. We had a lot of girls who had problems even with this, reaching back the correct way. So I'll let you teach it, but basically you're here and really working on bringing the elbows up and out.
Whoa.
Whoop, sorry.
Got both balls.
Here, I'll take one back.
You're fine.
I forget you have the baseball over there.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, they still caught it though. No, so I mean, one of the biggest things, especially with little kids, is they don't turn that foot. I mean, that's how we pitch and everything like that, but I mean, we don't think about it. So you just see this. Well, you're not getting any rotation really when you're doing that. It's just all arm. Next thing you know, elbow, shoulders, everything hurts. So we'll forcibly make them turn, which I'll go this way to start with. So get them squared up, throw in this direction. So everything is turned. So when they go up, they kind of have to turn through and get their torso and core involved in the throw. So we'll turn them and do the same thing. Reach up and finish down. And that's probably one of the biggest ones I always make sure I do is get them reaching up, because they'll just go here and do this.
Yeah, and I really like the way you communicate. You didn't do it here, but usually you're like, throw your elbows up and out, reach up, and then I'm coming through at the end.
Well, yeah, we'll get to that whole stage where we'll be like, set up, elbows, reach, pull down. So then if they have real problems, then I'm like, okay, the elbows go up, you're aiming down this elbow. I mean, it's pointed right at you. And then after I reach up, I really want to make sure it's back of the hand there so we can see it. And then I come through. I can teach it, I just can't throw it. And it's funny because as we get older, we do this and we don't even think about it. When you got littler kids, you got to tell them.
Yeah. And then really from the last one, then we scoot back from one another. We're not going to here just because of camera angles, but from here, what we're going to work on is using those legs to step through. So when I'm catching it, I'm showing the inside of the foot. I'm coming up, showing the ball behind me on that step and coming through here towards the opposite knee. That's where my hand should end at the end. But everything, my snap, my eyes, everything needs to be focused on my partner's chest. So I catch here, here. I ended up with both somehow.
Go ahead.
So yeah, show my foot, back, step and release. And just work on moving through the ball.
Now, you'll inevitably have tons of kids that have issues with this. I mean, they'll skip steps, they'll get lazy here. It's just natural to do that.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, Kate will end up seeing me all the time because I'll be right next to him. So I'll get up to him, and we're going to have to throw with nobody to catch here, but we can do this. And I'll be like, all right, mirror me. So I'll have to get on their side, where when I go to here, I can't see them. But the whole key is they have to see you. They're trying to mimic whatever you're doing. So I'll be like, all right, you ready? And we'll go, okay. Step, elbows, reach, follow through. And that way they're able to mimic what I'm doing to be able to get them done. And you'll see me, some people, I'm standing there the whole time we're warming up.
Yeah. And the two things you'll notice most is one, kids don't want to, like he said, show the foot and actually get themselves turned to be able to come through. So that's a big area that you'll see a lot of things you need to change. The other one is a lot of kids like to come here and push, shot put it. So you really have to work on, they don't feel it. There's so many times I'm show the ball behind and I have to stop them and pull their arm back here so they feel what that feels like. Yeah.
One of the other things I do when I see that is I like to put them in the backstop. Because you're no longer, I'll give them a target or whatever that we're aiming for, and I'll just tell them, I don't care where it goes. Yeah. That's why we get the whole backstop.
Yeah.
I just want you to get used to just releasing it and actually throwing it as opposed to guiding it.
Yeah. Yeah. But those are the two main areas that you'll see that you'll probably have to tweak a lot of stuff because it's just natural. Kids want to do them that way.
Yep.
But yeah. Throwing progressions, they're great. We do them before every game, every practice, all the way up. I did these all the way through college. So
you do them.
They don't go away.
Yeah. They never end.
Never, like T-word, never ends.
Yeah.
Yep. But there you go.